The best businesses to start in 2026, obviously according to numerology. Now, these are businesses that go with the energy of the year. This is less of a longevity play in terms of you choosing this field just for this year to get your money up, do whatever, and then pivot. Unless you are a one life path, obviously, then it can be a bit different because realistically, if you're a one life path, these type of businesses will also just be good for you. Get what I'm saying? Now, if you want something a bit more tailored, book a career reading with me, link in the bio. Anyway, so because it's a one universal year, it means typically one one life path or one related businesses will thrive in this year, right? Because it's aligning with the energy. So, what would you say are one related businesses? Sports is going to be a big thing, as I've said in previous videos, especially because it's a horse year. Horse is very linked to sports. I mean, that's self-explanatory. So, sports brands or sports business will do well, right? So, what type of businesses are sports themed or themed around, or is like to do with sports? So, obviously, there'll be sports brands like, let's say, Gymshark, clothing brands centered around it. So, Gymshark, it could be even like Muay Thai shorts, stuff like that. Then there would be working out equipment. So let's say you're starting a skipping rope, or there's certain skipping rope products you can sell. These are quite good for e-commerce. Skipping rope, not like kettlebells, but shit like that. Bands. Obviously, you brand it, but these will do well. Things related to yoga again, because it's all physical exercise. So yoga. Now this is a big one, and this can be kind of dependent, or certain people will thrive more in this business than others, especially if you do have teaching combinations in your chart. But personal training will always do well in this year, especially personal PT towards obviously sports and coaching businesses in general. So that kind of involves you needing to have a decent background in, let's say, a sport like, I don't know, boxing, and then you becoming a boxing coach. But this year, will be very successful if that's something that you're trying to get into because you've got previous skills and that, etc. The same with, again, if dance classes or whatever. This is also very relevant if you're maybe thinking about buying like a dance studio to rent out. This would do a lot of money. The same with a boxing gym, or any type of gyms. If you've got the capital to buy a gym, buying a gym for this year is a very good investment. Then, because the macro energy is 2026. Sports will be a big theme for people this year. You would typically see an increase in people going to the gyms. This is generally, obviously, it depends on your personal year, stuff like that. But what does that mean? It means people will also be interested in sports supplements, stuff like creatine or collagen or stuff like that. So again, these are businesses that you can go into, stuff centered just a bit outside of sports. So even stuff like meal prep companies will do well this year. Stuff like that. Meal prep, even if you become a nutritionist or whatever, and you give out nutrition plans, that will be very good this year too. And then physical therapy stuff. So again, like massage guns or stuff like that. These products will do well. Obviously, you physical therapy and shit like that. You're gonna have to have previous skills. I'm not saying you learn it all just for this year, because the macro energy changes every year, and this is why alignment is very important, because certain people will do this and will have success, others won't. Again, it is depending on your energy though. Then another thing that is linked to the one energy is politics. I've said this before, I'll say this again. One is ruled by the sun rules politics and royalty. So again, certain clothing brands related to politics will do well, like how MAGA hats will do well this year, shit like that. Or if you do, oh, this is another thing that I forgot. So you know how there's vintage t-shirts, or like vintage style t-shirts with like basketball players, like you have a Kobe one or like a Michael Jordan one. These are other things that will do well. So again, it's the sports theme. It doesn't have to actually be like a sports brand or a sports thing. Do you get what I'm saying? This is why I said it's just a vintage t-shirt or fucking Kobe on the top. That will sell well. Just like what I'm gonna say now. You have a president, you sell tees, and a president, you've got a Trump one, an Obama one, shit like that. Obviously, blogs, blogs or content to do with politics will do well, and sports or working out, exercise, yoga, dance, shit like that. That will do well this year. If you would want your own in-depth analysis on your birth chart, where obviously I can get more specific about what's happening this month, the coming months, etc., because there is also the certain time period that you're running, which will affect and influence what I'm saying in this video, then go on to my landing page, book a reading with me, or if you want just a forecast reading, just message me on WhatsApp or Instagram.